No mai, haere mai, and welcome to Mount Smart number 2 and the start of week 9 in Wednesday Night League, which starts off with an absolute cracker in the Fox Memorial Premiership. It's number 1 in Richmond up against number 2 in Papakura. Cannot wait for this one with a game from the Steel Shanks Premiership following that one at 8 o'clock here on the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel and Sky Sport. Welcome wherever you are. Stephen McIver, Crystal Rota in the house. We'll talk about the big game in just a moment, but congratulations. Your ladies did the job on Pakuranga last week.
Oh, it was a really good game, and they struggled with a few injuries, but despite that they showed up, played the game. We had a good game, had 3 debutants that played for our side, and I was so proud of them. They really stepped up, and that's heart fulfilling for a coach.
Let's talk about Papakura, who are number 2 in the comp right now with a 7-1 record, and the men's team. What are you seeing in that side that's keeping them in the play?
Oh, they've got a lot of good leaders amongst their side, and there's a lot of player-driven stuff that happens in the background, which I think is awesome for their side, and obviously it's helping towards their success and where they are sitting on the table currently.
We do know that they are looking forward to this match tonight. We'll talk to both coaches in just a tick, but Richmond, 8-0. We hear maybe no Kevin Locke or Kossi in the centres, so do you think that weakens them at all?
I don't think so. They've got a pretty strong team right across the board, and they've been consistent throughout the season. They've actually been dominating. So I think they'll be pretty safe tonight with who they've got, but I think it's going to be an extremely tough and exciting game.
Yeah, nothing better than a top of the table clash. Let's take a look at the points table after 8 rounds in the Fox Memorial Premiership. As you can see, Richmond are sitting at 8-0, followed there by Papakura. But just go a little bit further down, and the records are getting really similar. You take a look at Te Aratu, Point Chef, Otahu, and Mount Albert there at 4-3. You'd expect them to be a whole lot better, but there's so much going on in the Fox Memorial Premiership. Let's hear from the coaches as they look forward to this top of the table showdown. Henry, your season's a cracker. You're still unbeaten to this point. What's your secret sauce?
Oh, to be honest with you, Steve, mate, we're just trying to stay healthy. Just trying to get everyone through it as best we can. Managing injuries, just dealing with everything. So that's the challenge.
No Kossi, no Locke tonight. How much does that affect you going forward?
Oh, look, we've got a little bit of depth there. But yeah, it would be nice to have those 2 boys in there. But we'll trust our depth and the boys that are going to step up tonight.
You come up against a Papakura side that will mean business. I keep looking at Stedman Lafar saying you got to stop him.
Mate, they're a big pack, right? They're a big team right across the park. So if we don't do a good job on them, we're going to be hurt tonight. So that's our focus. We've spoken about it during the week about just containing their big boys and looking after them.
Tony, you've been subbing for CO for the last few weeks, but you must be pretty happy with the way the team's rolling, sitting in position 2.
Yeah, they've been going very well for the last few weeks that I've been helping out with Seal. He's on medical leave. He'll be back right and ready for the finals, but there's a really good attitude at the club. I know last week probably was a little bit of a dip in intensity, but I think half of the mind was on tonight's game, really, short turnaround, so probably some of the boys just focusing on getting right and ready for the big game today.
You've only just found out they don't have Locke, they don't have Kossi. How good does that make you feel, and how much more vulnerable does that make them?
Look, I don't think that's going to be too much of an effect for them. I mean, they're not number 1 in the Fox competition for no reason. They've got very good players outside. Bo Courts is a fantastic leader in the team. I'm more confident in the fact that our boys have really put a lot of attitude, a lot of heart into their training in the last few weeks, looking forward to this game. I mean, the true gauge of where we really sit in this table is the 1v2 battle. And, our leaders like Stedman Lefau and Arthur Crichton, they're really going to take the team forward tonight.
So we have a gorgeous evening here for Wednesday Night League to start off week number 9 of the Fox Premiership. Yes, this is our whare, our whānau and our way, the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel and live on Sky Sport as we get ready for the Richmond Bulldogs, the number 1 team in the competition. This is a home game for them tonight, ready to come on, led by Casey Tormai in the 13 jersey. Their lineup is a strong one. We do confirm that no Kevin Locke, no Kossi out of the centres. It takes a little bit of strike out of them, but as we have seen for the majority of the season, the Richmond Bulldogs look pretty much unstoppable when you take a look at that 8-0 record. Let's confirm what their lineup shakes down for this Wednesday night showdown. And this is how it looks with Cherry at the back in the number 6 jersey. Ropati Tupai has come off the bench and will start alongside Suakai Tofa. Keep your eye on Bo Courts in the number 1 jersey, but running around with Hawaii Annandale. That's what your Bulldogs look like for this Week 9 match. They'll face the Papakura Seagulls, themselves in a pretty strong position. There they are, and they sit up with a 7-1 record, coming off that win at the weekend against the Manukau Magpies, 24-10. They will want to be a lot more focused, and as you would have heard before from Tony, their game in that Manukau Magpies match was on this match. They know what it means to play a top-of-the-table showdown, and this will be one where they will measure themselves with the rest of the competition. The Papakura Seagulls, which is the men's team as opposed to Crystal's women's team, and this is how they shape down. Keep your eye on James Dow. He can kick, can score. Also Tafa Etuwale and Lewis Susumia in the centres. But look for Stedman Lafau and Terrell Sala to lead them up front. Keep your eye too on Joseph Price in the 13 jersey. Big side going forward. Will they be brave enough, Crystal, to go through the middle? And because you get the sense that's where they feel they can win this match.
Oh, I think it's going to be a battle of the middles this game. It's definitely going to be tough through that middle third. And, you know, they've both got good hookers in Bore and Richmond, and then Cruz for Papakura. So I'm really excited to see that match up tonight, and it's going to be a physical game. I know that much for sure.
Chris McMillan is your referee this evening. Brent Newton and Lupa Ovale are your touchies. And the one thing we have discovered with Wednesday Night League, the referees sometimes are as much of the entertainment as the footy itself, because they don't mind just getting stuck in and reminding these players what their responsibilities are as players representing this great game of rugby league. So it will be Papakura on a beautiful night here in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. They will kick off left to right to start off Week 9 of the Fox Memorial Premiership.
Down there, wait for the whistle, mate. Good. Okay, good luck, boys. Stay behind.
And we are underway. Week 9 of the Fox Memorial Premiership, and it will be, the competition is the Richmond Bulldogs with first use of the ball, running right to left on your screen, and the blue and maroon stripes.
Go one.
Well, we talked about them taking this game through the middle. They're doing just that. Solomon Vasuvalangi, try scorer last week, playing the ball. This is Casey Tormai, the skipper.
Here, cruise and hold. Wait here. Wait. Wait. Go three.
Little dart out of the half from Butter Doyle. So comfortably on play 3 into the Papakura half are Richmond. Here's James Gavay, that long loping stride of his, being worked over on the ball. Slow played the ball, no penalty coming. And that's Beau Courts. He goes to the air. And beautifully taken by Papakura. Well taken, under pressure by two Richmond Bulldogs.
Yeah, beautiful set by Richmond there. Just went from one edge to the other, surfed across the field for that set of 6, and beautiful kick down. Nice complete set to start the game from Richmond.
And that's probably a real confidence booster too, that you get through your set. You may not come out of it with something, but you actually complete it comfortably.
Oh, it's about building pressure, and that's how you do that, is by completing your sets. And that was a good set to start the game from Richmond. Now it's turn for Papakura to do the same thing in return.
That's a great carry by Papakura.
Go 4.
Tupo waiting.
Okay, last one, James. Here we are, hold. Wait. Go, not late.
So they kick inside the 40.
Stedman, get out of that area, mate.
But it goes straight down the throat of Viliame Cherry. Chase was a good one. They'll start this set about 35 out.
James. Get out of there. Okay, move now.
This is Cherry.
Here we are, boys. Hold. Wait. Go
Playing at
through.
fullback in the number 6 jersey.
Okay, stand down, hold, mate.
It's quite easy to see they know their systems well, don't they, Richmond? Here we go, another big, strong run from Shoningahe.
Wait on, mate. Wait here. Wait. Go 4.
Courts again. Just chips one through this time. It's been allowed to bounce. Whoops. They recover that comfortably. And that's a good pickup by Cortez Tolu. Walter Fafita
Take 13 stay.
wrestling with
Hold it,
three of
Richmond, wait
the
here.
Richmond
Wait.
players.
Go,
20 out from their own
Wide out
line.
of there, mate. Get
Papakura
out of
keep
that
coming.
area.
That's
15
Ta'afi
stay,
Ituali.
Hold here. Wait for me. Wait. Wait. Go 3.
Tupo.
Solomon, hands away. Here goes. Wait at 3. Go 4.
Papakura. Nice carry there by Joseph Price, but it's come off and been lost. So he's handed the ball just inside the Papakura half back to Richmond. Everything in that set was actually rolling along quite nicely to that point.
Yeah, they had good momentum leading into that era. Wasn't sure if the ref might have called a lift, but not in this case. You see Cruz contesting that as well.
So like right now, at the start of this game, just it's a very settled start. No one's come along and said, actually, we're going to try and blow you off the park, which is kind of, it's been just consistent. Let's hear it as again. Got caught there. It was probably the tackle coming in from Bo Courts that dislodged the ball from Joseph Price. So Richmond ball early in this first half, week 9 of Wednesday Night League. It's got a good vibe about it, this one. Oop. Catch and drop from Anthony Goulton. So bang on halfway, Richmond. Here they come. Cherry, he's been busy already now. He's getting himself really involved. Annandale, just a little short ball to Gave, a little bit of a goosey going on. So nice to see a player of his stature coming back into the local game, isn't it?
Yeah, comes back in and he really competes, lifts the level.
Courts, he's been busy so far. Courts not going to get away from Daly Dutton. Tongyu waiting. Shifting it across the line. This is Ngahe again. Sione has been busy in the first 5 minutes of this half. They're in a good position to act. They decide to go to the left-hand side. Courts swings one out to Vasu Valangi. Gets very close to the touchline. But they again on 5. Now, we've seen this in a couple of weeks in a row. Not thinking about what they're going to do on 5, and it's cost them. But it does mean Papakura, Chris, will have to work close off their line.
Yeah, I don't think Richmond would have minded where they ended that set. They had a shot down that left edge because that's what they thought was an option.
Good shot by Casey Tormai.
Bit of a grass cut there.
I love that, don't you? Grass cutter. When was the last time you heard someone call it a grass cutter?
Yeah, we don't usually see them these days. It's dangerous.
Well, it came off the back of a very quick play of the ball too.
Halfway, guys, halfway.
I got an impression it didn't look intentional. Let's take a just watch. This is the grass cutter. Watch closely. Well, actually, you've got to say there was actually no intention to tackle. So let's just let that one sit, shall we? Papakura with the ball now. Close into Richmond half now. This is Vili Tahitua looking for the quick play. Didn't get it. Tupo waiting. Comes back out. This is Joseph Price. Price is, yep, get a bit of builder's crack on show. Great start to the night. Tupo swings it wide. What are they doing? They decide to go through Arthur Crichton.
Lead runner, lead runner. Lead runner.
Obstruction call again, eh? So, wow, I've got to say it was an encouraging raid, but again.
Yeah, it was looking promising. It's had the lead runners just caused a bit of obstruction.
This will be a better look at it, and just takes Gave out. Oh, yeah. Can someone give James Gave a trophy for that, a prize for that? Come on, boy, let's go, mate. Flailing arms going backwards. Man, Swan Lake. How about that?
One line.
So Richmond ball, they'll start at 10 out from halfway. Still no score in the first half. Week 9 at Mount Smart, number 2 of Wednesday Night League, brought to you by the Auckland Rugby League. Doyle looks up, finds Cherry. He's been busy, really busy. He's wanting to get involved. Ngahe, here's Sione again.
Here we are on the left.
He's just doing his job. Doyle looks up. They move across quickly. Here's Gave at pace. Finds Ngahe and away they go. That's Annandale. Now the warning lights go up for Papakura. Here come the Bulldogs. Kick through from Courts. What do? Do they trap them? And no, they good work by Papakura. That was well executed to get themselves out of trouble. But gee, the attack wasn't half bad. Oh, hey, bounces off and they're still going. Arms flailing. Courts, they get one away. Still going. Still on tackle one. This is James Dowie. Finally stopped. 30 out from the halfway line. How about that for a play?
Oh, there's a lot of work from Cortez at the back. That's been 3 times in a row that he's caught that ball on a full or got out of the in-goal area. So good work. You always want to see that from your wingers.
Cortez Talau getting the job done for Papakura. So Papakura ball. 10 out from halfway, still no score. Both teams now starting to find some rhythm. It's a good, strong carry from Stedman Lafoe. Coach was talking about him in the big middles going forward. Tahitua looking to, he was looking to offload off the left. They come back into the middle. They're going to go to the air through Daly Dutton. Chase is good. Takes even better. Richmond defused the bomb, and they'll start their set 8 out from their own line. This is Suakai Tofa. Suakai Tofa.
After regrip. Easy, easy. Easy. After, let him go, mate. You can't regrip. Regrip. Come, boys.
Hand in the play. Simple as that. I was looking at you going, regrip, regrip. Okay, maybe that's referee McMillan's interpretation of hand in the play. Gavay, another little mini goose. He likes that.
Please. Hold here, mate. Hold. Go one.
Doyle looks up.
Okay, Stephen, get off the ball. Come here, matey. Wait here. Go 2, 10, 10.
That was Christian Tupou on the field. So first sub. Excuse me, that was, my apologies, Trent Shamko in the 16.
Wait. Go 3.
Courts looks up. Guess who he finds again? Sione Ngahe.
Surrender.
Well, remember, we've got the Health Basics Player of the Match in each of our games tonight. And I'll tell you what, Sione Ngahe's doing enough already to put himself. Shamkul.
Okay.
Annandale holds it. Cherry comes in. Cherry puts the foot down. Oh!
Okay, last one, Arthur. Gang. Hold here.
He's trying to play for a penalty. He was ragged a bit. Henry Nichols, the coach of Richmond. Annandale goes to the air.
Still last.
Still the last tackle alive, and Sione puts one through. Has he put too much on it? Yes, he... No, I don't think he did. That was taken out by Papakura. So, well, okay, in doubt, throw it to a big forward, and he'll just chip one through. Delicate touch from the big boy.
Yeah, Richmond's really been attacking down their left edge on the right side of the Papakura's defensive line. Obviously seen something down this side.
Where we go, mate. On or behind the line. Stay behind you.
So, drop out for Papakura. They've sustained the pressure pretty well, actually. So let's see what the restart like. It's a good restart. That's a great restart. They better get control of that one. Picked up by Anthony Goulton in the headgear. Can't miss him, the orange headgear, like a Jaffa. Oh, absolutely crunched by Terrell Sala. So they just reset. Shamkul getting a bit more involved now as Trent. 25 out from the Papakura line. Here come the Bulldogs. Annandale waiting. Pops back one in for Sione. Puts the big left paw out. Bumps one away. Does Ngahe. Putting in a good stint. Annandale holds it. Short ball comes outside. This is Tongiu. Tongiu, yes, for Goulton. Does he get it down?
Has he gone clear and goal or out?
No, he
Try
doesn't.
saver.
Watch it closely.
What a try-saving tackle by Cortez. Was looking like it was all go. Good draw and pass there, but good cover defense.
Oh, he lost the ball.
He lost the ball anyway.
So their defense is what they need, and they're virtually, that's 2 raids they've pushed back. So good signs for Papakura, but they'll want to get into Richmond territory to actually start having a crack themselves. Last time they ran obstruction with their first full crack at it, but they looked good doing it.
Play on.
Vilitahi Tua
Okay, James, square.
finally stopped by James Gave. He's all over him like an eel.
Hold. Go through. Come 10, James.
Tupou takes
Okay,
the
hands
tackle,
away.
trying to
Go through. Watch
just
kicking.
scramble towards halfway, and they kick early. Let's have a look. They're going to get good length, and Goulden's under a little bit of pressure now. He's going to turn and look up and find a... Oh, yes!
Come on, James. Hands up, hands up.
That's what you call a good kick and chase. Coach will be happy with that.
Okay, stand now.
This is where now they can apply the pressure.
This is where they need to apply the pressure. They've got them down here. They took that early kick.
Right out of their trench.
Now they've got them down where they want to keep them so they can have an attacking set and good ball, which they haven't really had just yet.
Wait.
Jeff Tupou was really working over the Richmond Bulldog player there, but they've decided to spin it wide, looking for a gap.
Okay, 12 stand. Here goes. Wait. Go forward.
Susamia trying to, Siavi Tungiu trying to pull a penalty out of it. Not going to get it. This one was well inside the 40. They better pick this one up. They've got the good bounce, and it didn't have the angle to get close anywho. They're finding some space, Papakura.
Yeah, you know, Walter Fafita, he's a strong returner of the ball too, but he wasn't even doing that at pace. Still managed to find some space and get some metres.
James Dowie, you recognise him with the black headgear. 5 away from halfway, Papakura. Still no score in this top of the table showdown between the #1 team on the points table, the Dogs, against the Seagulls. Stedman Lafoe. Tidy carry, Tupou waiting. Holding, then they start to move it outside. That was Arthur Crichton just slipping on this surface, which, as we've said every week, about this time of the night starts to get a little bit dewy. They go to the air through Daly Dutton. The chase is good. There's 3 chasing, and that's a really nice take by Viliame Cherry. Oh, and Golden's dropped it. About 8 out from their own line. He's handed Papakura a beautiful chance to get first points.
Papakura building some pressure here on defence. Good line speed.
Wow, he had a peekaboo, didn't he?
He did.
How many times do you see that in the game at any level? Have a little peekaboo, forget about what's coming to your hands. So, brilliant opportunity for the boys from Kura to score. Can they be first to post points in Wednesday Night League, week 9 of the Fox Memorial Premiership? It's pretty much offered everything we wanted in a top of the table showdown so far. Over 15 minutes to play. Here come Papakura, the Seagulls. Stepping off his right, still going strongly. Good first carry. 3 out from the line. The Seagulls, what have they got? Tupou looks up. And they're going close, but thwarted at the line.
Wait there, Billy. Wait. Go through.
Working Dutton. Comes Susumia. Susumia goes low and scores. It will be the Papakura Seagulls posting first points in Wednesday Night League.
Yeah, they haven't had many opportunities in the good ball area in the opening minutes of the game, but they got down there and they've managed to score off the back of the set, which is promising signs for Papakura. It's a good ball there by Cruz Tupou. Just got on the outside, a little bit of a shimmy.
Yeah.
Just managed to slide on over the lines, get Papakura on the board.
Good thing too, referee Christmas McMillan was right on the spot. There he is, you can see him tracking the ball. Here comes Susumia, goes low. Oh, gee. Don't raise your eyes at me like that, girl. I know. He was there. Mate, it must have been down very quickly enough. Doesn't matter. Scores on the board.
It touched one blade of white.
Yeah,
white
that's all
grass.
you need.
That's all that it needs.
Well, a little blade of grass, that's all you need. James Dowie kicked 2 from 5 last week in their win. So here we have a go. Susumia's conversion attempt. He's about 25 out actually. He's brought it right back. He's about 5 in from the Johnny Walker room touch line, is where we are commentating this game from.
Yeah, here we go. Yep.
He struck it well, but he's also got a bit of a hook on that one. So we won't get the extras, but the first points have been put on the board in Wednesday Night League, and it goes to Lewis Susumia from Papakura. The Seagulls are first into the points position. It's 4-0 in this top of the table showdown at Mount Smart #2.
Yes. When you're slow getting back, get out of that rush.
The really encouraging thing that Papakura will see was they had to fend off at least 2 to 3 raids early and then put themselves in that position. So they've done it the hard way.
Good. Come on.
Courts restarts. Short kickoff.
Okay, turn straight. Get square. Here, James. Wait there. Wait.
So
Go
Trooper
one.
waits. Looks
Don't
up.
shoot up 8. Actually.
Look at that run. That's just one of the runs that gets a whole team forward, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's what you want your captain doing, getting meters like that, going forward hard and strong, and then everyone else follows suit like this.
Wow, here come the Papakura Seagulls. A little bit of extra energy now. Tupa looks up, he goes to his, well tackled down low. He had Terrell Sala waiting for him. We've got James Dowie in at acting half. They feel there's more points on the board. Price goes straight, almost gets through and gets the ball away. Holds on to it this time. Everybody wants a piece of the ball now. Left they go. Go to the air through Arthur Crichton. More pressure on the chases are good. Now it's gone back. They can hold them in here and they will force a dropout. Well, they're happy about that. Low fives everywhere.
Oh, another good set from Papakura, and as we were saying earlier, Steadman, stood up as captain, started getting the go forward, and then followed suit with Walter Fafita, got the yards up there. Beautiful kick put in, and now they've got a goal line dropout coming their way.
So do they go short? We've seen some real clankers in the last few weeks. Well, they do go short, but they just put it straight down the throat of Papakura, and I don't know what the idea was there, because you just handed them, a 15-metre start from your own line. That sort of backfired somewhat. Here they come. This is Stedman Lafaux looking to offload. He gets the offload. Tupou goes through and down. Just like that in 2 moves. Papakura score again through their little hooker, Cruz Tupou. Wow, how about that?
Yeah, how about that? Off some second phase play. Nice little offload there by Stedman Lafaux. And beautiful try from Cruz Tupou as well.
Man, let's go back to that restart. That restart was horrible. Look at this. Lafaux had 2 all over him, and then basically the door opened quite a bit. And Sherry at the back probably needed to go lower than standing up. He was caught short in him anyways. Don't think he expected it. They knew he was coming, but he just little bulldog going through the middle there.
I think the Bulldogs had thought that the tackle was complete on Stedman, so they had already retreated back to the line. When he got the offload away, they were already standing on the line. A little bit harder to defend it directly on it as opposed to being in front of it.
So James Dowie, he missed his first one. He can bring things back to 50% here if he converts this one. Probably you could throw that one over, Crystal.
Throw it, not kick it, though.
Pretty straightforward. Dowie converts the Cruz Tupou try, and suddenly in the space of about 5 minutes, the Papakura Seagulls have jumped out to a 10-0 lead against the table-topping Richmond Bulldogs. You almost sense there's a bit of a stunned silence around the place. Everybody expecting Richmond to just roll and roll and roll. And so, talking to Coach Tiatia from Papakura, they are up for this one.
Well, they've been so excited for it, and it's clearly showing through their performance as well.
Under 18 to play in the first half of Wednesday Night League. This is week 9, the starter. Courts with the restart. And here comes Stedman Lafaux. Look at that, straight into that maroon and blue wall, and still pushes them back and gets an extra 2 or 3 metres. Sala again.
Hold here.
Arima Peter has come on, and Stedman Lafau is off.
Okay, James, no more.
So Lafau has done a good stint. No, that can't be right. So we'll just keep moving on for that for the moment.
Okay, last one, 13, get up. Go, not late.
Oh, mix up at the back. Oh, tapped through by Papakura. Look out. Here comes Viritahi Tua. What was going on? They've gone bang, bang, bang. Viritahi Tua couldn't believe his eyes. He just had to... I didn't expect that one. Played a little bit of football there. Watch this. Who did it come off? Oh, it bounced off the hands of Vili Amicheri and went straight into at the feet. It was a great kick. Oh,
Yeah,
they looked at each other. Who's got it? And look at this. Oh, just dainty. I'll be dainty. And Tahi Tua gets the try. And suddenly it's 14-0 Papakura. He loved that.
He did love that. Well-deserved try too. He's been getting, doing some good hit-ups, getting some good go-forward for Papakura, so he earned that try.
So another testing conversion for James Darby. So Dowie with the conversion. He's hooked. This time he's sliced this one to the right, so we don't get the extras. But as the clock counts down towards half-time, Papakura lead 14-0.
Okay, sometimes on your end, Brett, the trap, see the ball. Yep.
So Richmond will be getting sick of this.
Maybe coming your way, Brett. Yep. Okay, time it.
Lupini Kiowa is on for Richmond. Sione Ngahi is off after a very good first stint, but the last 15 minutes have all been the Seagulls against the Bulldogs.
Wait. Go one.
Oh, gee whiz. I was waiting for the high shot call there. Not called. Move on. Keep playing. Strong defence from Lupini Kiowa in the 10 jersey. Not mucking around, adding some starch into the middle. Ball pops away. And I've got to say, Joseph Price has been having his way through the middle tonight. Somewhat easier than I think he expected.
Oh, he's been having some really strong carries, finding space.
And for all that fussing around, he's lost the ball.
Come over here.
What's the best excuse you've ever made to try and get the ball back, actually having lost it? What's the best one you've had?
Personally?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't think I make excuses.
Do you try and talk the ref out of the decision? Have you tried that before?
Oh, they're never going to change their decision, but you try and plead your point, try and get your point across, let yourself be heard.
But you've never won the battle, have you?
No, I don't think so.
Well, here come Richmond with the ball now. And this is Siavi Tongi who gets one away. Finds Goulton down the left-hand side. Little stutter step, puts the gas on. Now they're 5 out. They will want to respond with just under 13 to play. They're down 14-0. The Bulldogs, #1 on the ladder. Here they come. This is Butter Doyle. Doyle still going, 3 on him. Court's waiting. Looks back inside. He finds Kiowa, but look at the stop he hit. He hit the maroon and white wall and stopped dead. And he's lost it. He's not happy with himself either. Oh, there's some words going in amongst all that, but frustration. A little bit of a boil over, just frustration. the confidence that Papakura will be getting from the defence that they are putting on this Richmond side will be going through the roof as they hit those sheds.
Oh, definitely. They've obviously been stepping up on defence. There was some good scramble defence there. James Dowie got back there to make that tackle, but also Stedman was back there too, and he's a prop. So good scramble defence from Papakura, and I know Richmond will be frustrated here, but they're definitely not out, Richmond. I know they've got it in them to sort of make a comeback. It's still an exciting game ahead.
So a little bit of a timeout.
Okay. You good to go, David?
Daddy Dutton just being checked over by his trainers. So referee Chris McMillan just making sure that it's 13 on 13. We're good to go.
Thanks, boys. Strong down.
Are we surprised at this performance by Papakura or not?
I'm not surprised. I see them training every Tuesday and Thursday, so I see how hard they train. I'm definitely not surprised. I knew it was going to be a good battle, but I did think the scoreline would be a bit closer at this point in time in the game.
There's a long way to go, though, right?
There is.
We can get excited, a little bit carried away when you see a team that's taking on the #1 side and actually just putting them to the sword early. 14-0, the Seagulls with the ball.
Okay, Trent, stay! Marcus, push up! Hold! Go two.
Everybody has done their job for Papakura. This is Walter
Hold
Fafita.
here. Wait! Go three. Lost it. Lost.
Oh, low ball again. Ball's been lost, and just before we get this ball back in the hands of Richmond, our apologies if you were experiencing some technical difficulties and you did miss some of the play. It's just one of those things that happens, but we are back and going. And if you're joining us now, look at that scoreline. The #2 team in the Fox Memorial, Papakura, leading Richmond 14-0 with a little over 10 to play in the first half. And a reminder later on, we've got Tani Wharau against Pakuranga in the Steel Shanks Premiership. Live here on Sky Sport and also the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel. Bulldog ball. They come to the left. Bo Courts puts his right out, arm out, big fend. Gets stopped, 20 out from the Papakura line. Looking for the quick play. This is Kiowa. They're handling Big Lupini incredibly well. Doyle. Spinning it wide, that's Annandale. He finds Cherry out wide. It was a wide shot too. And Oropati Tupai gets stopped, 8 out. Annandale finds Shamkul. He's been solid, he's been popping up and down in the plays. Casey Tormai, the skipper's way. They decide to go to the right-hand side, trying to catch them off guard. And wow, Annandale just walks into a brick wall. 5 and last for Richmond. Ball's been lost, and lost ball has been called by referee McMillan. Unforced error is starting to mount up for Richmond.
I was about to say earlier we had a low error count in the first part of the game, but they're slowly, don't know if the dew is getting a bit, making the ground a bit more wet and the ball a bit more wet, but starting to see a few more errors creep into the game now.
I can sense frustration from Richmond. But, we've got a long way to go. They'll reset.
Oh, they'll definitely reset. They're not out yet, that's for sure. And, they're not first for nothing. They've been consistent throughout the whole season, and everyone has these sort of dips in their performances.
So Papakura ball, just under 9 minutes to play in this first half. This is the opening match in week 9 of the Fox Premiership. Lots of footy this weekend around the Auckland region. Get out there and support your team. Do it wisely. Remember, we've got the aunties on the touchies, making sure that you support in the correct manner and have a lot of fun. Nothing better than a day out of the footy. Papakura now.
I must say the stadium's got quite a few people to what we have seen over the recent weeks.
Well, top of the table clash. You'd expect them to come out even if it is a cool Wednesday evening in July. That's Joseph Price. I've been impressed with Joseph Price this half. He has certainly just led the way. Yeah, try to get that little extra metre. Tupou fires it out. They're inside the 40. Cherry, who had a shocker before when he slipped over and knocked the ball forward, so Tahitua could score. Comfortable with the ball this time around.
Wait, go one. Okay, move through. Hold the 10.
Goulton looking for the quick play, not going to get it. Now they start to roll.
Daly, hands away. Here's 10. Hold here, mate. Go 3. What's DP?
Tofa gets the ball away, finds Cherry, second carry in the set, but he's quickly put to the deck. Just inside the Papakura half.
Go 4.
Now we find Kiowa again running out. This time they're not going to stop Big Lupini. Good carry, 5 and last for Richmond.
Hold here. Go, not late.
25 out. What can they produce? A little left pegger from Bo Course. They need to pick it up quickly. Ooh!
It's gone forward off Richmond.
And again, nothing's rolling their way. It's rolled forward off Richmond. That was messy. The old little left hook peg coming in from Bo Courts to try and catch them off guard. Caught them.
Hold it, Trent. Let's go. Hold, go. No second.
Now we see Iona Tana Sua on in the 14 jersey for Papakura. Really giving Cruz Tupou a break. Nice little short ball. That's some good defense by Richmond.
Last is square. Hold. Go 2.
Just nice, solid play now as they head towards the half. Still 6:19 to play and counting.
Go 3.
Sua. Oh, look at this defense just trying to bounce off everybody. They're really stepping up the pace now. Sua, straight through, almost through again. Yonatana Sua, that's how you make an impression. Dowie waiting at acting half. Looks up, poor pass for Dutton. He goes to the air. Probably not the kick he would have wanted because it's probably gone a wee bit too far and just swallowed up by William Micheri. Oh, shot! Shot by Sua. Goes low and just decks him. Gavay. He takes a shot and a half. Annandale looks up, finds a runner. Again, we see what the service can do and catches out Oropati Tupai. They were looking to go wide and they couldn't. So defensively, Papakura will be overjoyed with their performance in this first half. This is Tongiu.
No. Casey, I'm on this side, you're on that side. I've probably got a bit of view every time.
Has he called a strip or has just come free? I'm a little confused. Let's have a look.
The ref's called no strip.
Yeah, right. That's just a clean drop.
He's just explaining he had a better view than the players did.
Oh, those faces on the Richmond Bulldogs are not happy ones. There's a huge amount of confidence and energy rolling through that Papakura side at the moment. 14-0, under 5 to play in the first half here at Mount Smart, number 2.
Keep down, stay in, fall in.
So Papakura ball. Just going to take this one nice and easy. There's big Walter. He's been impressive, Walter's carries from the line. He's been solid and been working at it.
Yeah, he was part of the New South Wales Cup for the Warriors, earlier on in the season. So he's definitely got some quality about him.
It's another big run. Sua finds Price. Looks up and here comes the running Vili Tahitua who scored before. Sniffs another try. 10 out from the Richmond line. Can they score before the half? Sua! Close, but nothing. Oh, I bet you they were sweating bricks on that one, Richmond.
Not quick.
Yonatana Sua, since he's come on, has become an attacking threat. He's on for Cruz Tupou and certainly has ruffled some feathers as soon as he's picked up that ball. Now Richmond again having to work themselves off their line. Sorkai Tofa. 10 out from halfway. Slow progress for Richmond, but they're trying to get the job done. Shamkul gets them into the Papakura half. That might be is that the first penalty? It could be the first penalty of the night?
Yeah, I think it may be, actually.
The first penalty of the night, I think, if our numbers are correct. Well, they're going to look for the quick play, try and get some points on the board before the half. What can Papakura offer up in defence? Can they hold them scoreless? The leading team in the comp in the half is Lupini Kiowa. That's the sort of run that will get you close. Doyle. Wow. Okay, well, just let him go. Had the ball, never mind. They get a full set now. This is Shamkul. I think he caught Papakura off guard because they didn't really rush the line. Doyle looks up. Kiowa! Kiowa! Yes! There was no way you were going to stop that rampaging ball that close to the line. And the Bulldogs scored just before the half through Lupini Kiowa.
Well-deserved tries. Been working hard this half. Nice little play out of dummy half here. Just a nice little drop under, bit of a corners run by Buddha to get Richmond on the board just before half-time.
That'll do them a lot of good. Took a while to get going, but didn't take them long to wind up. Straight down. Joseph Price will be filthy with that one. I think it was the play before where they got caught for the Shamkul run. They hadn't rushed up. That sort of led to this.
Yeah, they had a quick penalty and he took it pretty fast.
Bo Courts will attempt the conversion. So suddenly the gap's now 10. That'll be a quick reminder for Papakura that you can never take your eye simply off the ball. So Courts with you would suspect a straightforward kick to add the extra 2 to the Kiowa try. And straight forward it is. And so Richmond, the #1 team, are finally on the board, and it comes just before half-time. It's Papakura 14, Richmond 6 in Wednesday Night League. I don't think there'll be too much of a rush to get back to halfway with 10 seconds to play in this half. I think they'll say, yeah, let's just call it here and get into the sheds and think about what they need to do in the second 40. So there you have it. Chris McMillan blows the whistle for half-time in this top-of-the-table showdown in Wednesday Night League. And Papakura, ranked #2 after 8 rounds, leads the #1 team, Richmond, by 14 points to 6. Stay with us, live from Mount Smart #2.
Hustle, tempo,
Uso,
mate.
tell off of Vinaka Saipai.
It's 7th season. When are you sending the money over?
Don't worry about it. It sends through ClickX. It's fast and easy.
But how fast will the money get here?
Oh, heckers, mate. It's like this fast.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up. oh, sorry. What by that TV?
ClickX for super fast, easy money transfers to Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Go to clickx.com now.
Introducing Curo by Downlights, exclusively at Briscoe's, where luxury meets purpose. At Downlights, we believe in the power of diversity, equity and inclusivity. That's why we're proud to employ industrious young adults with Down syndrome and learning disabilities. With every Downlights candle or Briscoe's Curo home fragrance purchase, you are supporting meaningful employment opportunities for young disabled New Zealanders. Briscoe's proudly supports Downlights.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs. With highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information.
Half-time in Wednesday Night League, and it's 14-6. Papakura lead Richmond, and let's take a look at the tries, because it took Papakura a while to get amongst it, but finally when they pushed back about 3 raids by Richmond, they got going, and the first try, Crystal, through Lewis Susumia.
Oh yeah, the first try on the to get the score on the board. Lewis Susumia just had work to do. 3 defenders there, managed to slide his way over and opening up the scoreboard for Papakura.
Even though we look at this one and go, yeah, we think he got it down. It was a blade of grass. It might have been the top of the blade, but Susumia there gets it down. Okay, so we're happy with that one. So that was the first try. And then Cruz Tupo off this big run by Lefoe.
Oh, yes, Stedman Lefoe setting the platform. Nice little offload there. The defensive line was back, and then Cruz Tupo to score himself a try of the game. But that was an awesome sort of hidden spin from Stedman Lefoe. You know, it would have been held core, you would have thought, any day of the week, but it wasn't. They played on and took advantage of that to get their second try of the night.
Third try to Papakura, it was an absolute ripper actually, because Daly Dutton put it to the air and it came off young Cherry. Viliami had a shocker here. He just slipped and it came off his hand, and who was on the spot? Vili Tahitua.
Oh, you've seen the wing and the centre sprinting forward. Good line speed from them and kick chase, but Tahitua to score that try, and he was so happy about that. But this try here from Richmond, nice little corners off Bora, and Lupini to score the first try for Richmond just before half-time.
And this had come on the back of a run by Shamkul that had caught the Papakura defence out. And they really weren't set for it, and they gave up some cheap meters, and then it was easy for Big Lupini to score. So at the half, it's 14-6 Papakura leading Richmond. Look at the numbers. Well, it's pretty even across the board. The Bulldogs' completion rate will be one that they'll be a little concerned about, as will the Seagulls with their kicking James Dowie with a little bit of work to do. There was a lot of work here last weekend at Gomede Mount Smart Stadium #1. It was college football finals day in the Auckland Rugby League, and we thought we'd remind you of some of the great images that were created last week.
DC, uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Real chopper. Hey! Get a bag from it, then I never call her. Now she tripping, going crazy, tell her let her bubble. OG see me coming through and they say that's a baller. That's a thought in front of bottom, really in that order. Make a call, bring them plans down. Smoke a loud like some ransom. Wanna come around now, cause they know me really got the crown now. Put my mask on, put the crown down, tell her turn up. When it come to action, ride with me screaming. Ballin' on them like I'm James Hart. I don't drop it if it ain't fun. I don't if it ain't fun. Still eating and I ain't touring. Getting it. Got that ladder with me with the 33 and Scotty Pippen it.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs. With highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information.
Bustle, Taco,
Uso.
Nate.
Tell off of Vinaka Saipai.
It's 7th season. When are you sending the money over?
Don't worry about it. It sends through ClickX. It's fast and easy.
But how fast will the money get here?
Oh, heckers, mate. It's like this fast.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up. oh, sorry. We'll buy that TV.
ClickX for super fast, easy money transfers to Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Go to clickx.com now.
Next week on Wednesday Night League. At 6, the Papakura Seagulls take on the Otara Scorpions. Followed at 8 in the Fox with the Otara men taking on the Glenora Bears. ARL Wednesday Night League. Live on Sky Sport 3 and the ARL YouTube channel.
Three tries to 1 in the first half to Papakura. They lead 14-6 as we head into the second half and open up week 9 of the Fox Memorial Premiership. And it will be Richmond to restart the half, running left to right in their blue and maroon strip.
Okay, stay behind, guys. Good luck. Here we go.
Bow Courts with the restart. A lot of work to be done. A bit of a bobble from the ball, but away come Papakura. They'll be high after that first 40 minutes where they produced 3 strong tries too, and running. And the way, particularly when you look at someone like Joseph Price, Crystal Rota, who seemed to find plenty of space through the middle.
Oh, he did. You know, he's looking for the fatigue defence through the Richmond defensive line, and he found a lot of space in that half. I'm expecting him to, you know, continue with that work ethic in the second half.
Papakura have made some changes at half-time. Raz Tuivailopa is on in 17, and off comes Terrell Sala. And Christian Tupou is on in 16. And he'll replace Ngari Mapita, who is also off the benches. Daley Dutton goes to the air early. Beautifully taken, but how about, oh, it was close to a good stop, but a little lazy on the tackle was the chaser. And now it's Richmond ball. That's a good carry by Toniu. There's Coach Tia, interim coach, while Sio Setafana gets better. I hope you're enjoying this match, Sio. Just about to cross halfway now, and this is the try scorer, Lupini Kiowa, with another bullish carry. 5 and last. 40 out from the Papakura line. It's a big one from Bow Courts. Dowie is waiting, and well taken. And Sherry's come out of that worse for wear. You can see him stuck in back play there. He was holding his knee. So, big mistake early on. But we're more concerned for Cherry out the back there. Viliami hasn't moved and does not look well. Trainer calling for someone. This is the last thing you want to see a player go down. And okay, so there's a, well, okay, there's a good sign, but okay. Dr. McIver just lost his license.
Looks like Cortez is heading off.
So Cortez Tolu. Oh, so hang on. So he's been strong too.
He's been very safe out the back for Papakura. Under the high ball. Got them out of trouble in the in-goal area a couple of times too.
So he's very gentle on that left leg slash Is it the ankle or whatever? So Helby's subbed off. But look at this position for Richmond early in the second half. And they've been gifted the ball 20 out from the line. And who did they throw it to? Kiowa straight away, and he gets him 10 metres out. Doyle. Still rolling. Doyle looks up, has a little snipe, doesn't get it, 3 out from the line. Which way do they go? They swing it to the right-hand side. Annandale, unsure where to go, gets taken down. So they've lost some ground. But we know they've got firepower. Gabay was waiting, running the decoy. They swing it to the left. This is Tongia, finds Goulton. Too easy. Wow, I don't know what you call that try-scoring move, but he got some moves.
Yeah, he must be celebrating Try July.
Anthony Goulton scores for Richmond. All a little too easy on that left edge for Richmond.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass here from Bo Courts. Got out wide. Yeah, a little bit caught off guard. Caught inside. Goulton with pace gets outside to get Richmond on the board first in the second half.
Yeah, Tahi Tua slipped there. That was probably helped him, but it was too easy. That's try celebration.
What is it?
I don't know. I was thinking the left arm. Oh, he's still going. Boys busting some moves tonight. Mount smart girl. 14-10. The conversion will be a challenging one. 21 out and about 10 in from the grandstand touchline for Courts. But this will push them even closer. So suddenly from being 14-6 down, it's now 14-10 in the blink of an eye on the back of a mistake. And they have punished Papakura. That looks good from here, but he just slices it to the right-hand upright. And it's still 14-10. Papakura leading Richmond on the back of the Anthony Goulton try. So it's game back on. And they cannot afford Papakura to give away cheap ball like that, because that's probably the first time we've seen Papakura go bang. Yep, know exactly what we're doing. Mind you, they've been put under pressure all night.
Yeah, they've been handling, pressure quite well in instances. It's a bit dangerous having a lapse like that so early in the second half.
Jeremiah Schuster has gone on in the 12 jersey for Richmond to replace Butter Doyle. And oh my. That is a huge mistake by Richmond. They've let the ball go dead, and they hand the ball straight back to Papakura and have to do a goal line dropout. Ngāti Mapita has come back on for Cortez Tolu. So Cortez off. You saw him limping off just before the half. That's a hell of a restart, and they've allowed it to bounce, but been picked up nicely. But there again, that deck is just causing a little bit of bother with footing. But a good carry forward off the back of the kick. There's about 35 out from the Richmond line. This is Raz Tuivailopa in the 17. Sua comes to the left-hand side. Dutton looks up, finds the try scorer. Tahi Tua. Don't think he's had a break at all. There's still 12 out. This is Price. He'll want to find some space. Looks up, finds runners. Ball comes out. Dowie into the line. Again, the obstruction run. That's what, the second time they've been caught. One up the other end, now down this end.
Is it the same runner as well? Yep, it is.
So it's Jeff Tatupu running at just the wrong line.
Yeah, on the ground. Jeff, go, stand short there. Go. You're good. Oh!
Three in the tackle for Papakura. I hope they don't start to panic. You know, sometimes things start to go wrong. You've been in front and then you start to sort of think about other things. Gave plays the ball 10 out from halfway for the Bulldogs. She looked like a little bit of a mishandle in there, but they get away with it. Shamkul can't miss him. He gets thrown back to the deck.
Wait here, mate. Wait. Go 3.
Jeremiah Schuster on the 12. They're now just inside the Papakura half. Here come the Bulldogs. This is Harrison Sutton on in 21. Good carry first up too. Now there's some momentum. 5 and last. They'll go to the air off the boot of Courts. Let's see what the... Now that's come off the head, has it? No. 0 tackle. So another full set. And that line looks just a little higgledy-piggledy for Papakura, and there's gaps everywhere.
Come in. Hold in. Wait. Go 0.
It's Casey Tomai finds Gave. Gets him just inside the 10 now. Here come the Bulldogs. Tomai looks up, finds Annandale. This is... Oh, you're kidding me. Another one? Yep. Same again. So how about that? That is something the coach is going to call this one.
Yeah, it's the lead runner running the wrong line or pulling up. They've got to just get through the line to avoid that. So they're not pushing through, they're stopping, and then that's impeding the defender to get an opportunity to make the tackle.
Well, that one's on Trent Shamkul in the 16, so they can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief because they were under the pump on a second set. So Papakura now can reset. They've looked a little shaky in the start of this half, haven't they?
Yeah. You know, considering they were leading with the lead they had, I thought they would come out with, you know, a boost of confidence.
Look at this Sewer. I like the way he plays. Halfway on first carry. Messy play, slow play. They probably would have liked a faster one. That's Race Tui Vailopa. Second good carry by Race, waiting for the ball as Sewer looks up. There's a lot of guys walking. Good carry. Kura on the charge now. Options both sides. They go to the right. Crichton goes to the air. The chase, as it has been, is pretty good. And that was well taken too. Had 1 foot inside in goal and 1 out in the field of play. So it comes back out to 20 metres, and the Bulldogs now with the ball. Get the feeling, Crystal, that the Bulldogs are up the tempo?
Oh, definitely.
And dropped it again. Wow, another one-on-one strip. What is going on here? Having a little wrestle in the middle of the park. This is Tatupu. Good defence. That was Harrison Sutton front on. Good strong defence. Tatupu could go nowhere. Dowie wants the quicker play. Gets away awkwardly somewhat. Big sort of loping strides close in. Price looks up. He finds Stedman Lefau. He's leading the way for the side. 10 out for the Seagulls. Can they score? It's early in the second half. Crichton. Again, look who's standing there. Harrison Sutton gets the ball away, but held had been called by referee McMillan. Little kick through, chases a good one, and it's forced another goal line dropout. But is that Stedman Lefau who's come off second best? He was holding his left arm.
I think he might have just scraped it on the turf. He'll be all right.
Got a packet of those concrete pools in the pocket. Got to be very careful here. Bo Cortez with the restart. Doesn't muck around with a short restart. Throws it right down the throat of Dowie. And off and running is Race Tui Vailopa. 30 from the Richmond line. Lefau again. Yep, pills worked. Sewer. Dutton. Tahitoa looking for a quick play. Look at this. Oh, he so wanted some more traction. Didn't have the wets on. Tui Vailopa. Closing in on the Bulldogs line. The Sea Eagles go close, but no. Held up well. It was the last two, but you had to go that close.
A good goal line defense from Richmond. They got one more here, Papakura. One more shot.
So, what have the Sea Eagles got? Crichton holding. Here they are. Oh, not a lot. That's disappointing from Etawale. But suddenly they've flipped the pressure valve, and it's now going on Richmond.
It's been a good arm wrestle this game. Don't know what's going to happen at any instance.
Well, it's sort of hanging in the balance here because it's only 4 points the difference here. And both are starting to make errors. This line running and the obstructions and the lead runners, they've got to sort that one out because that's costing them. This is Tongyu. Tongyu's look dangerous. Here come the Richmond Bulldogs going down the left-hand side. Courts is waiting. What a run from Vasu Volangi. Wowee! Hey, he can't believe it. Solomon Vasu Volangi scores for the Bulldogs. Why wouldn't you applaud that one? Where was the D?
The wheels.
I kept checking the back and I'm going, is that a second? That's a second rower. That's a second rower. Solomon Vasu Volangi. Enjoy this again.
Look at the pace, the strides.
So where was everybody?
Still trying to catch him.
Solomon Vasu Volangi, he scored last week in their win. He scores this week.
Look at the support on his inside, though. He still had 3 people right on his inside.
Dowie gave it a good shot. He was looking up saying he was out, sir, but no way, Jose. And suddenly, in the blink of the eye, we are locked up in Wednesday Night League. It's 14-all. Bulldogs with the try of the night so far. You can't go past that one. I know Tahitoa's was a good one, but gee whiz, there's nothing like watching someone with gas go down a sideline and stay in and score. So he's 1 from 2 is Bo Courts. This one to put the Dogs in front. It's going to come around, but not enough. It started to pretend it was going to come around, but he's kept that out to the right. So we are all level in round 9 of the Fox Memorial Premiership. Richmond 14, Papakura 14. Solomon Vasu Volangi, my word. So top of the table clash, not letting us down. James Dowie to restart for Papakura. So it's low and hard, but bounces a good one. And this is Harrison Sutton, the 21, and met well. Now how's that for defense? That's how you respond. Line speed has suddenly picked up as Shample gets taken down by 3 Papakura defenders. Yeah, that line speed has already picked up by Papakura. They've responded well in that respect, haven't they?
Oh, they definitely have. With the, the points on the board from a second rower scoring on a long-range try down the edge, they definitely would have had words about getting some line speed in there and pushing up, not allowing them to get yards as such.
Here's the try score, Vasu Volangi. This time he is collared by Christian Tupou.
Wait, JP, wait. Go. Not late.
5 and last, well inside. Courts goes alone, thinks he can get the chip and chase, and he does! And he will go all the way. He'll slide over, and suddenly the Bulldogs are running and running hard. Bo Courts, you little beauty.
Oh, a little clutch, coming in clutch for Richmond. Thought he could get that little chip and chase, but we all know that he probably already knew. He knows his capabilities. Look at this.
It's always a brave play, and then you get a player that slips over coming at him. Well, Dowie didn't even get close to him. He slipped over before he got him. Got past Walter Fafita, and it was all over.
Can be a risky play, but when you've got the confidence and you back yourself, like Bo does, that's what can be the end result.
And Puni Kiwa on the sideline, very happy with all of that. He scored just before half-time, the only try that Richmond scored in that half. They've already scored 3 tries in this half. Statements being made. I wonder what was said at half-time by Henry Nichols, the coach. Oh, gee, do I have to convert it as well? So Bo Courts lighting up Mount Smart #2 after Solomon Vasuvalangi lit it up about 2 minutes earlier going down the sideline. Courts going down the middle this time with a little chip and chase that just came off. And you must have a lot of bravery too, considering you can chip, but with a dewy ground, it can go anywhere.
Oh, it could bounce anywhere, yeah.
Just chips that one over, does Bo Courts. And suddenly, it's 20 points to 14. A clear converted try ahead, the Bulldogs now, of the Papakura Seagulls. So we've just seen this happen in front of our eyes, Crystal. Where do you think it's gone wrong for Papakura?
Well, I really think that Richmond have stepped up in the second half. They've lifted their game a little bit. In regards to Papakura, just the defensive lapses, that try in itself was, just pure individual brilliance by Bo. That, chip and chase, and that, the fullback was there. James Dowie was at the back, but slipped over as well, so he wasn't even an option to make that tackle.
Dowie restarts for the Seagulls. Now they are trailing, and they won't be happy about that for the first time in this match. Sutton, solid carry into the Papakura line. So all the pressure now has been lumped back on the Papakura Seagulls as Galton sidesteps himself into the line. Vasuvalangi. He is now proving a handful. 10 out from halfway. Good quick play, the boy by Richmond. Oh, and Shamkles let it go. Shamkles coughed one up. And so just inside the half, Papakura have the ball. What can they do with it? Gee whiz, that was a mile forward. Unforced errors. That's what cost Richmond in the first half, Crystal.
Oh, it did.
Have a look at this.
I don't know if this is a lapse in concentration or...
I mean, come on.
That was even in front of the runner running onto it. He's trying to put it in front of him, but he put it in front of himself.
Well, we're getting it all tonight. Solo efforts, sideline runs, blatant forward passes. But the nice thing about all this is the top 2 teams in the Fox Memorial are certainly delivering a performance tonight. Now the question is, can Papakura not allow the Bulldogs to get away on them? The last 2 tries to Vasuvalangi and Courts have been what you might call both brilliant individual efforts, but they've also come on a pretty weak D, so they're going to have to think about that. Galton just inside their own half, almost to halfway already. Gavay puts on a little sidestep. Still going is James. Good carry. Annandale drops one back into Shamkul. He'll want to make up for that dropped pill. Delano Atai is now on in 14 for Richmond. He's come on for Casey Tomai, the skipper. And this is Lewis Susumia excuse me, Siave Tongu.
And square. Wait here. Wait. Go for.
Good run by Siave. Sutton again. He's been, again, another individual who's come on and doing his job and making a difference. Busting the line. Courts looks for the chip and chase again. Not going to work this time. So that was well carried off the line by Walter Fafita. Oh, gee, they went close again to that forward pass, didn't they? Really close. This is Christian Tupou. Sewer waiting, and they'll get a penalty this time. Again, it may have slowed down the run, but it's given them a fresh set. So you'd look at that and go, dumb play. Which is, coach, would you say dumb play?
Oh, it's, well, not dumb play. Probably not the words I'd use.
No, you'd put a cross by them and say, Rom, have a chat to him. Papakura looking to level this game back up.
Been so impressed with this man right here.
Vili Tahitua, every time he's carried the ball, he's made a difference. Scored a lovely try he had to have a little bit of a giggle about. Stedman Lafau has led beautifully from the front.
I'd love to see his statistics. Just always making himself available.
Sala, what a carry. You took on the smallest bloke on the field. Delano Atai. They look up. Good ball, great ball, and that will be a try to Jeff Tutupu. Papakura have struck back. There's confirmation. And this game is going nowhere but tightening up.
Well, he ran the right line in that instance. He's had a couple of times where he's had an obstruction call against him, but in this instance, beautiful line that he's run, double pump and straight through to score for Papakura.
Yeah, Tutupu had a little bit of work to do, but it was just this pass here. Look at the hold, go.
Yeah, Crichton did well to square up
Look at
and
that.
deliver that pass.
No
try.
doubt about Tutupu's try. And the gap is now down to 2. He's scored that close to the 6 too, so we might be all leveled up again here in Wednesday Night League. So, Dowie, this to level us up. Yep, he'll take that, and we're all locked up again in week 9 of the Fox Memorial Premiership. Richmond 20, Papakura 20. Game on.
An exciting game of rugby league.
Another one to come yet.
Yes.
Tani Wharau all the way up the State Highway #1 from Huntly up against the Pakuranga Jaguars, who your team took care of. Papakura took care of them last weekend. Here's hoping we can see some improvement in Pakuranga in round 9 of the Steel Shanks Premiership. So 20 all. The 2 best teams so far in the Fox. Courts, who's got a brilliant individual chip and chase try with the restart. Tahia Tua putting his hand up in lights for the Health Basics Player of the Match. Just a little over 14 minutes to play, so there's still a lot of footy to be played. Susumia, Messi played the ball, he called Howard, but Bulldogs starting to D up. Tupou is back on in the #9 jersey, and this is Joseph Price, who has had an up and down day, but every time he touches the ball, something's going to happen. Dutton goes to the air. Again, a really good chase. And Mother Nature lets down Viliami at the back.
Silly.
Okay, so Chris McMillan making quite clear that this is what happens again. Wasn't square, and then he kicked the ball away. Okay, you just threw your hands up in the air. Right, is that what you just shake your head as a coach?
I was just asking myself, why?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Why? Why? So, cheap penalty in favour of the Bulldogs. They'll start the set 15 away from halfway. It's Trent Shumkle. I've enjoyed watching Trent today. He's not flash, he's just solid. Carts that ball up. And guess who's back on the field? Sione Mahe for his stint. This will probably be on for the rest of the half, one would suggest, because he had a good stint in the first half, and every time he touched the ball, lots was going on.
He just draws in so many defenders. It's just so hard to handle.
Tomai's back on, and Delano Atai has had a very good hit. Thank you very much. And who was it? Vilitahitua. Ball is up in the air. They won't allow this one to bounce. That's a great pickup from Christian Tupou.
Dropped his mouth guard in the process, nearly try to catch it.
So a lot of urgency about the play from Fifita. Again, another player who's done his job tonight, Walter, hasn't he, for Papakura. Venture down the sidelines. This is Susumia, gets the ball away. So they're claiming he had stopped.
Well,
and referee McMillan's saying there was still motion. He's saying it's all in the tackle. That's how I interpret that.
Well, yeah, same, but I actually thought both elbows were on the ground, which would have suggested that it was a tackle completed. No one was on him, though, so.
So we move on.
We move on.
Just 11 minutes to play. And what's turning out to be an entertaining opening round match between the two best teams in the Fox so far after 8 rounds. Richmond sitting in the #1 position, and behind them the Papakura Seagulls. If it's a draw at full time, it's a draw. No golden point in this comp. And sometimes I like the idea of that you've been busting your guts for 80 minutes, you at least deserve to come away with a point. Because that just brings up what happened last week with the Wars against my Dogs. So I wasn't unhappy about that result, being a Doggy supporter. And don't try and mock me that I'm a Doggy supporter.
No, never.
Shumkle. Last tackle, 20 out. They'll look to Courts. He'll just chip again. But again, it looks like Christian Tupou's in the right spot. So I wonder whether the high ball would have been the better option. Put a little bit of pressure on them. Here's Walter again. Yeah, just keep on going, son. Stepping over players. He's left one a little worse for wear. Wow, they are pumped, and they get the penalty. Well, it looks like he said, yeah, I'm taking those. We're going to take that. Got to say, referee McMillan's done a really nice job tonight.
He's kept the flow of the game good. Yeah.
I talked to them, the refs afterwards. You get the chance to have a chat to them, and the one thing we've discovered pretty much all season, they've done what referees should do: stay out of the way. If not be the story.
Agree.
So this is Tutupu, the try scorer. 20 all. Ooh. Hammy or cramp? Sala. Tupou waiting. He finds Price, drops one back inside. Defense is on it. Papakura got number to the right. Dutton does go to the right. This is Susumia starting to come into his own a little bit, but where's the dummy half option? Bit slow up to it. Now they get going. Price holding too much room. They're just watching Price go to the line. 5 and last for Papakura. Can they edge in front? Crichton decides to switch it. And they go for the droppy through Dowie. You betcha. Now, I haven't seen that in a long, long time. Still with 8 to go, and they throw the one-pointer in. That could be such a key moment for Papakura, but you'd call that just a smart play.
Oh, smart play. I mean, you've got nothing to lose. He's in good position to do so. He was confident, and too right, too. He's got the extra point for Papakura to put them in the lead at a crucial time in the game.
Just brings back memories of last week in the NRL with the Warriors and the Dogs.
It does bring back memories, but lest James Dowie got it, there was about 7 attempts before before they did.
I tell you what, the great game of rugby league never disappoints. The only thing that's disappointing is the bunker.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think what everybody's been going on about this week is, of course, the fact that the Graham Annesley, the referee's boss, said, yeah, they got it wrong, particularly on the hit on Tamati Martin. And I hope you're feeling well, Tamati, wherever you are and watching this footy on Wednesday night.
I think Tamati's fine. I think it's the other guy, Salmon, that's worse for wear.
Well, yeah, 2 weeks on the sideline and a potential broken jaw, but yeah. Hard hit that, Tamati. So 7 to play, and the judges have made their decision, and your man of the match, your health basics man of the match comes from Papakura in the hardworking Vili Tahitua in the number 12. So Vili Tahitua is the health basics man of the match for Papakura in the number 12 jersey. Here he goes again. This is Tutupu. Ball gets away for Dowie, and yes!
What a try.
We thought the drop goal was enough. Well, they thought it wasn't enough. Dowie very, very happy about that one.
We were too busy trying to share who the man of the match was. We nearly missed the try.
James Dowie. You've got to say, I've got to be honest with you, I was looking the other way. Watch what happens here.
Crichton just takes it into the line.
And Tutupu's line running finally was right.
Yep, drops him under. And then Dowie was supporting on the inside. Little drop under here caught James Gavay biting. And then on the inside, who else is there but James Dowie?
He had to grab it though. It was dropping quick, but what a finish.
That one extra point wasn't enough for him. He wanted 5.
Well, considering he's going to have the conversion attempt too, and it's pretty close, he'll want to nail this, but the 1 point will be the difference. Oh, he's still celebrating at the back by himself. Because he gets this, it's suddenly a 7-point game. And the clock will now start to work against Richmond. You know, I suppose as a coach, when you looked at that drop goal they took, do you think that was called from the sideline, or do you think they thought, no, we'll do this ourselves? I'm always intrigued by when you go for a drop goal. It's obvious in some situations, right?
In some teams, I would say it would come from the sideline, but in this team, I would say it would have came from within their playing group. I think I said in the pre-game, you know, they're a lot of self-directed and self-taught from their leaders.
Crichton dropping that ball under, and look at the run. And the gap just opened up. Sione Nahe got caught for Richmond. And then it was just straight to the line. Look at this. You would have thought he was winning a grand final with this celebration, but why not? But this is how important this result could be for Papakura. They've been excited about this, and they're playing the number 1 team, and they've allowed the ball to go out. They have made another enormous mistake from the kickoff. Just under 6 minutes to play, 7 points the difference. And they've let the ball go out, Papakura, and handed it over to Richmond. So, Richmond aren't done with yet. Courts drops one to Gavay. He gets stopped. It was actually Susumia. He was trying to strip the ball off him. Tormai looks up. He finds Shamkul. Been busy all night as Trent. They're closing in on the Papakura line. Red flags will start going up in the eyes of the Papakura players. They must hold the line. Big ball back in for Sione Nahe. They'll start throwing the big boys at the line. Tormai goes left. There are numbers. Defense looks up for it. Still going, Richmond. Oh, so close for Tongiu. Come back inside. Nahe! Ball pops up like a jack in the box. Courts, swings it wide. Cherry holds, flicks one back into Gave. Gap starting to open. Gave stopped. 5 and last. Little over 3.5 to play. Courts, held kick. Goes long, goes wide. It's been knocked on. Back into the hands of Papakura. And play-on's been called, has it? Contact in the air has been called.
Contact in the air.
Well, that's fair play. I'd love to see that again because I thought both were going for the ball. 3 minutes to play. Another full set for Richmond. Shamkel. Sala was up for the task. Tormai. Now we see Cherry comes back in. He's stepping, but he's dragged to the deck by Sala. Tormai again at acting half. Our Cook Island drummers are in the house tonight. This is our hair. Chewing up the tackles, Richmond defence holding at the moment. Swing it wide, Annandale, short ball for Gave. Gave looking back, finds no one. They're all looking elsewhere they should need to be. Tormai again. Holding, a little bit of uncertainty. Now the big ball comes out and it's been lost. They said it's gone back. Okay, 5 and last. Clock's against them. 2 and a bit to play. Courts goes to the air. Lots of runners. Ball's gone to the deck. Late contact. So late contact in the run-up to the play. So a third set that Papakura now have to hold back. They've done it before at the beginning of the first half. Shamkel. There'll be some tired bodies in there. 1:44 to play. Clock's ticking, but 6 points won't be enough. That field goal could be their saviour. Rolling, rolling. Oh, so close. That was Schuster going close. Spin, hit, going nowhere. They've tried it twice now. Will they go wide? Shamkel's waiting close to Schuster. They find Courts. He'll spin it wide. Annandale. Long ball. Looks good, looks good. And this looks like Saul Kaitofa has scored. He has, but it might just be too late. Gap was open. All he had to do was straighten it up. Did that beautifully, Saul Kaitofa. It's 27-24, kick to come. This could be a 1-point thriller in the favour. The shot's been taken and missed. It's missed. Now we heard at half-time referee Chris McMillan saying he didn't want them to throw the ball away, take their time. He wanted them to keep on going to keep this game alive and well, and that certainly has what it's been. 24-27 in favour of Papakura. This will be a win. They will celebrate for a little while. The number 2 team, with 12 seconds to play in the match, have played well, played strong, but time has worked against Richmond as Ngahe takes one last big hit and takes a shot and a half from Ngarima Pita. Time's up, Hooters gone, and we are done. Papakura win Wednesday Night League to start round 9. How about that? Both sides have thrown everything at it in the last 80 minutes. And this side, Papakura, who came in with a 7-1 record, go to 8-1. That will be the same record that the Richmond Bulldogs have. So they'll both be tied at the top at 8-1. How about that? What a game. What an absolute thriller. Some individual brilliance from the likes of Solomon, Vasuvalangi and Bo Courts, and even our Health Basics man of the match, Vili Tahitua. There's more coming your way from Mount Smart. Stay with us live on Sky Sport and the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel.
Uso!
Uso! Mate!
Talofa Vinaka Saipai.
It's 7th season. When are you sending the money over?
Don't worry about it. It sends through ClickX. It's fast and easy.
But how fast will the money get here?
Oh, heckers, mate. It's like this fast.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up. Oh, sorry. We'll buy that TV.
ClickX for super fast, easy money transfers to Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Go to kickoff.com now.
Introducing Curo by Downlights, exclusively at Briscoe's, where luxury meets purpose. At Downlights, we believe in the power of diversity, equity and inclusivity. That's why we're proud to employ industrious young adults with Down syndrome and learning disabilities. With every Downlights candle or Briscoe's Curo home fragrance purchase, you are supporting meaningful employment opportunities for young disabled New Zealanders. Briscoe's proudly supports Downlights.
(27-24) is the final score to start week 9 of the Fox Memorial Premiership, and it goes in favour of the Papakura Sea Eagles. And your health basics player of the match is Vili Tahitua, and he's with Crystal.
Performance from the team. How proud of the boys are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm proud of the boys. The full 80 minutes out there. So Richmond's tough team to beat, so yeah, I'm just proud of the boys' efforts.
And where do you think the point of difference was out there between yourselves and Richmond tonight?
I think it was just not giving up, just a die-hard attitude out there from the boys, and yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just proud.
And you've got Point Chev next week. Where do you guys think you need to tidy up and focus on for that game?
Probably just working through the middles as well. I think it was huge efforts from the forwards in the middle, so yeah, I think it's just working hard, that's it.
Well, all the best for the remainder of the season and rest well.
Thank you.
Vili Tahitua, a health basic player of the match, and Tony Tiiti, who's the standing coach for them, will be pretty happy about that. Hands in, it'll be, what will the call be? Kura on 3? Well, it doesn't really matter, they get the numbers, 27-24. Let's go down with Casey Tormai, the captain of the Richmond Bulldogs for the Crystal.
Well, unlucky on the game tonight, but you guys have been consistent throughout the whole season and dominating. Where do you think you guys lapsed in tonight's game?
Just little moments, discipline, our errors, like making some costly errors in our end, and you give Papakura that amount of position, they're going to put points on you as shown. So, yeah.
And at half-time, you guys were down 14-6, but what was the message from the coach? Could you guys come out firing in that second half?
Yeah, well, we managed to score a try at the end of the first half, so I think we gained a bit of confidence there, and we managed to rack up a few tries, but as I said again, it was sort of a lapse of discipline. We dropped the ball, and then we let them in again, so yeah, we knew Papakura was a tough side, so yeah.
Well, I know you guys will be back. All the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Casey Tormai, the skipper of the Richmond Bulldogs, who go down tonight and now have an equal record with the Papakura Sea Eagles of 8-1. There are the stats from the full 80 minutes, and not a lot changed too much. The most important thing for the Bulldogs was their completion rate, certainly, but it's the points at the top of the board that matter, and the 2 points, the big dub, goes to the Papakura Sea Eagles. There's a lot of footy still coming your way this weekend in round 9 of the Premiership. Let's start first of all with the remainder of the Fox. The Howard Hornets play the Otahuhu Leopards. Saints against the Pirates. The score begins against the Lions. The Vikings against the Tiatu Roosters, and the Manukau Magpies against the Glenora Bears. The Sharman Cup, the Hawks will play the Tigers, Raiders Broncos, Ponies Panthers, Marlins Greyhounds, and the Pakuranga Jaguars up against the Pukekohe Pythons. And then of course we have round 9 in the Steel Shanks Premiership. Game coming up shortly, and the remainder of the games, the comp will be Mount Albert against Papakura and Richmond against the Otara Scorpions. The Howard Hornets have the bye. We'll take a wee break for the moment, but we will not be too far away with the second match of our Wednesday night doubleheader as the Anuanua dance troupe entertain the crowd here at half-time at Mount Smart number 2. Coming next, Steel Shanks Women's Rugby League live here on Sky Sport and the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel.
Next week on Wednesday Night League. At 6, the Papakura Sea Eagles take on the Otara Scorpions. Followed at 8 in the Fox with the Otara men taking on the Glenora Bears. ARL Wednesday Night League. Live on Sky Sport 3 and the ARL YouTube channel.